Hey guys, and welcome back to One Pretty Little Box. I am Sheila and I welcome you to my channel, and I'm so glad that you're here today. Happy February! Can you believe it? It is already February 1st. And there's a lot of recap videos I want to do for January, and there's a lot of, I want to share my plans for February with you. But before I do that, I want to share what's been happening in my home and what has been going on behind the scenes that you guys have no clue on, that has kept me from making videos on a regular basis like I desire. And speaking of, are you guys loving having a video every day this week? I am absolutely loving giving you one. So stay tuned, and I'm fixing to just kind of share openly with you and kind of get a couple things off my chest. It's going to be a little wordy, so I wanted to get a sip of my Coke Zero. Anyway, happy February. I cannot believe we're already in February. You guys know through Vlogmas, I might have shared a little bit about my husband losing his job back in October. He started with the new company and it was going great. It was a temporary position. He lost his job again, and that was right before Thanksgiving. So he was home Thanksgiving with us, which was wonderful because we were all home and it was nice to be home together during that time. He started a brand new job the following week. That was the week that I missed because I had a pinched nerve in my neck. I completely believe that part of that is stress-induced, just because of the situations going on. He had that job until the middle of December and didn't go back to work until this past Monday, like this week. Wasn't easy. Wasn't easy. The hardest part for me, it was keeping him motivated and inspired, and letting him know that I trust the process of things that happen in our lives, whether they are something that we have done and we're dealing with the consequence from that, or whether it's just something that comes about to teach us a lesson. And after the third time in that December, when it happened the second time, I was fine. When it happened the first time, I was kind of taken back by, what? And it was okay. The second time, I kind of was like, what? All right, well, I trust that you have something. And he did the very next day. It wasn't a big deal. The third time, though, it kind of, I was shattered. And I'm not going to cry through this video, though I may show a little emotion. I was completely shattered because I was like, what's going to happen to us? What's going to happen to our home and to our family? How am I going to hold all the pieces together? As you guys remember, I also shared a video a while back. I think it was Motivational Monday a couple weeks ago. There's been several videos where I've kind of shared a little bit of what I'm going through and what I've learned. I knew this was going to be an emotional video to do because I never ever want to bring dishonor to my husband, because I know biblically that it's incorrect, and my heart says that's not who I am, and that's not what I'm trying to do by doing this video. But I do want to share, because I know there are many homes out there that get rocked very deeply with situations such as this. You know, my husband is the breadwinner in our home. He's the one who is the ultimate provider for us. And I'm okay with that. I really am. Gosh, I don't want to be a big baby. I'm okay with that. And I'm fine with that, because I know I can't do it all. I work. The income I bring in is nothing compared to his. It's nothing compared to a lot of people. And yes, I'm in early childhood education. I teach pre-K, and I'm not in a district. I'm in a private school, and what I bring home in a year would not sustain us. It literally would sustain us maybe if you give it all in one chunk, I would say 4 months. 4 months. That's it. And so, and I have no benefits. All of our benefits came through his job. Our insurance. We have no insurance. Haven't had insurance since October. So when my neck bothered me, it was kind of like, what is this? Pay out $120 for a visit and pay out another $50 for meds. And wow, you know, had we not had savings, we would not have made it as far as we have. I did get discouraged. That third time he lost his job, I was very shattered. I felt hopeless. I felt very discouraged. I felt very I became resentful. I became resentful for all the days, especially in January, for all the days that I got up early and went to work and come home and he was just here. He was sitting here. And I know that he was going through a depressed state. I mean, for the craft that he does, there was a hiring freeze for a lot of companies right before the election, all the way through until now. And now things have opened up and a lot more opportunities are there. And I have a lot of promise and a lot of hope, and I know that things are looking back up again. But it was a tough month, a month and a half. Honestly, it was tough from the beginning. So from October, the middle of October, all the way through until this week. We had to do many things different. We had to do Christmas different. We had to do so many things different than we normally have, which is fine. And I'm not weeping over that. I'm weeping over the fact that my ground was shook. My faith was shook a lot. My heart was crushed. The man that I love, I saw him struggle. Sometimes just to get through a day. And it's tough when you see people you love go through a hard time, especially people like me who I feel emotions very strongly within myself, but I feel other people's emotions as well. And I take that on. Oh my gosh, I'm just a big mess now. Geesh. Oh well, you guys are going to have to deal with it because I am not redoing this video. But the lesson that I learned, and I began learning, as I knew that this particular job was coming up for him, and it took a whole week to go through the hiring process. The week before that, there was a lot of things opening up, even a job that was open that ended up not being open. For whatever reason, you know, because someone didn't get their P's and Q's right, didn't dot their I's, cross their T's. Through it all, I learned about respect, and I learned about resentment, and I learned that they cannot reside in the same person. You cannot respect somebody that you resent. You cannot respect somebody that has opened up a door to a situation that you have no control over, but you do have control over the way you react. And I think I've done that. I've done that very well. I think I've done pretty well as far as that goes. I don't have any ill feelings towards that. The only thing I feel bad about is having bitterness and resentment in my heart. Not necessarily at my husband, but at the situation that he was in control of. And some things I know go out of beyond his control. And I'm not blaming him for anything anyway. You know, I'm not putting all the burden and blame on him. But I found myself getting bitter. I found myself resenting going to work every day with him home. You know, I had no time to myself. I had no free time. I had no time to do videos like I wanted to do, like I promised you guys I wanted to do. I had that set in my mind that I wanted to become more regular and consistent on YouTube because my heart is in it. You guys, this is my creative little box. I can share and gravitate towards things that I think are interesting and share with you guys. I don't like it when there's just little vans driving around, and I'm just gonna watch the sky as I am talking to you. Anyway, I learned a lot about that. I learned that I can't have respect and resentment at the same time. I'm either going to be resentful or I'm going to show a lot of respect. And I learned I don't like the feeling of resentment. I don't like the feeling inside of bitterness. Hold on. Shelby, stop. Sorry. It is that time of day. You're okay. Just stop. Leave the kitty cat alone. Anyway. I don't like those feelings within me. That is not a harmony feeling that I am used to. You know, I'm used to walking in harmony with my husband and having complete utter respect for him and being the one who is basically just the heart of my home. I was not used to being the heart and the provider and the caretaker and the homemaker and the baker and the kid taker and picker upper. And I was doing it all, and it was a lot. It's a lot for one person to carry. I think by doing this video, I'm letting go of some feelings that I was just holding back. I haven't even shared these feelings with anyone in my real life because I fear of judgment from them, you know? Sometimes people just are not kind. They don't take the time to even think of the creepy white van was just throwing new phone books. Why do they use the creepiest cars for those things? Anyway, there's people in my life that I could talk to, but I've learned this year that the support I thought I had, I don't always have. Or I don't utilize like I should. There are probably people I could have gone to and talked to who have been through similar situations, who could have said, hey, Sheila, you know what? You're doing the best you can. Your family appreciates that. Your husband appreciates that. And I do have to say, my husband did tell me, thank you for the patience that I showed him. Though I didn't feel it. I didn't feel the patience within me. I just apparently didn't exhibit the impatience that I was having. Probably until the very end, because I would ask him every day, well, did they call you back yet? And it's not because I don't want him here. And the funny thing is, he gets off early. He's already off work on his way home. So I will see him in just a few minutes. Which means I need to clear this up for sure, because I don't want him to worry. Because I'm not worrying. Hold on. What are you chewing? Stop that. Thank you. You know, I feel better now that I've kind of explained some of the things to you guys. And you know that my consistency wasn't necessarily a choice. It kind of was, I guess. I could have still done videos, but I want to be genuine. And at the time, and the given time that I had when I did not film a video, I was not feeling it. And I don't ever want to bring that onto this channel. I don't ever like drama. I don't want to bring that onto this channel. This is very personal for me to share with you. And I'm okay sharing that. You're either going to like me or hate me anyway, so it doesn't matter what I talk about. You guys will either stick around and support, or you'll just leave and whatever. I get it. But I am happy to say he is back at work. In fact, an application his resume went to another company. making more money than what he is now, and doing more of what he's used to doing instead of extra stuff too. Anyway, I think our budget and our savings is back on the mend again, instead of the deplete cycle, which I'm very, very blessed and thankful for. Through the whole time. Shelby, stop. I'm very thankful for. We have lights, water, food. We haven't gone without. We have each other. We're closer because we spend a lot of time together. And sometimes we need those moments. And sometimes we have to be forced by something to interact with one another during hard, difficult times, instead of breaking away and going separate ways, doing so many different things that it's easy to get lost in. Anyway, we've had that, and I take that as a blessing, and I hold on to it, and I'm very thankful for it. So, thanks for listening to my spiel. This is a video that's longer than I intended it to be, but I feel better. I got some emotions off my chest. I got to share with you guys the stuff that was happening around, and I feel like for February, we're going to move forward in all aspects of our life here together on this channel and on YouTube, and here in my home as well. And so I'm loving February already, and I thank you for being a part of my February. I thank you for hanging in there with me with my crazy weird stuff that kind of went through there, I guess. Through a lot of my vagueness in my videos, I apologize for, but even I'm still pretty vague on the situation that happened and what caused the ricochet to happen afterwards. I need to be, because I'm not sure if we are going to take legal procedures ahead of time. I mean, later on, to kind of get some resolution, or if we're just going to be gracious and let it go. And either way, it does not need to be on any kind of social media, and I know that you guys respect that, and I thank you for that, for sure. So I'm going to tell you, I will see you tomorrow for tomorrow's video, and I am gonna go get in there and start getting dinner prepped and vacuum these floors and get on with my day. I thank you for being you and for hanging out with me. See you tomorrow.